So by now you've probably seen that young lady on Book Talk who previously made a video that a lot of people understandably didn't like about the classics, has now made another video, this time genuinely asking about people's reading preferences for fun and why they read for fun, but definitely with an undercurrent that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. On God, this discourse went around on Tumblr when I was like 14. I don't understand why we keep doing this. I mean, I do, but you know. I am intentionally not stitching or tagging this creator because this creator is younger than my baby sister, and a lot of people have already chimed in on the conversation directly, and something just feels icky to me about adding to the pile, given that she is still very young and has a lot to learn. There's already a lot of injury going on. I don't need to add insult to it. But I did want to speak to this as somebody whose relationship with reading was fundamentally broken for a very long time, and which only got repaired by The Locked Tomb because of this emphasis on analysis over reading for pleasure. And in case this breaks containment and people who don't follow me see this, hey, I'm Cam. I have 2 degrees. I have a degree in journalism and a degree in creative writing. And my TikTok inadvertently became a Locked Tomb stan account because I like to do literary analysis, but I didn't always. So from the age of 18, when I was enrolled in a media literacy and analysis course as part of my journalism program, I started to notice a shift in my relationship with the way that I consumed media. Now, I've always been a critical reader. I've always read and thought about everything really critically, but that's mostly because I was raised to. My mom taught me from a very young age that you should think critically about the things you read and watch and listen to because it deepens your experience. But at the same time, if I chose to surface level enjoy something, she was fine with that. If it was just entertainment, hell yeah, more power to me. That was the attitude that I grew up with. But over the course of my life, as I gained more media literacy formal education, as that's all that I practiced in school, it started seeping into my life, into my home life, into my, education, reading for pleasure life in a way that I didn't like. Because I stopped being able to enjoy anything. All I did was read something and then analyze it in the back of my mind. And I'm talking about analyze it to the point of like I could have written a paper on it for school, like an academic paper. It's got me great grades when I was earning my master's, and I'm now qualified to teach creative writing because of it, but I was miserable. I got to the point where up until the end of 2019, beginning of 2020, I stopped engaging with media for fun because it wasn't fun anymore. My brain automatically went into hyper analytical mode, and it was exhausting because I already have chronic fatigue and my brain is already failing. I can't make it worse. And then I read The Locked Tomb, and The Locked Tomb sat perfectly at the intersection of a story that I absolutely fucking loved and a story in which analytics actually enhances your experience. Because if you follow me or if you've been on my page, you know that analyzing this series in particular is a benefit to the reader because there's more to enjoy and more textual nuances. Not to say that if you don't analyze The Locked Tomb, you're not going to have fun. It's still a banger series, but there's an added depth to it. And having this account and having people engage with that has helped me repair my relationship with reading for fun because there is fun in analysis. But for a lot of people, there isn't, and we shouldn't shame them for that. Because ultimately, for a lot of people, reading is an escape. It's for pleasure, and that's completely okay.